Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how to start an affiliate marketing business in 2020. And in this video in particular, I want to give 5 tips that will help you succeed long-term with affiliate marketing. So if you're looking to get into affiliate marketing at all, and you want to start promoting products online, you want to start, promoting other people's products and getting paid commissions whenever you, of course, sell a product, then in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that you could, of course, take, and this will help you actually ensure that you are profitable in the long term with your affiliate marketing business. But before I really dive into things, if this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm always putting out new videos on a regular basis that will show you how you can make money online, how to do affiliate marketing, and different ways that you could, of course, create a passive income from the comfort of your own home. So if you enjoy videos like this, definitely be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below. And then this way you can be notified whenever there is a brand new video on this channel. But without further ado, let's talk about affiliate marketing and how to succeed in the year 2020. Let's get right into things. All right, so here I've come up with 5 things that you must really consider when you're getting into affiliate marketing. If you truly want to succeed long term, you definitely need to take these 5 things very seriously. If you truly want to succeed long term, I highly recommend that you take these 5 tips very seriously. So tip number 1 is you have to have a very long-term mindset. See, the problem with most people when it comes to doing affiliate marketing or really any online business for that matter is most people do not have a long-term mindset. And this is by far, I'd say, probably the number one, or at least one of the biggest reasons why most people never succeed long-term is because they don't have a long-term mindset. So as a result, the results that they get are, a reflection of that. So really think about this for a minute. At the time that you're watching this video, there are, tons of other things that you could be doing right now. You could be on YouTube. You could be watching, meme videos. You could be playing video games. You could be watching a movie or a TV show you like. You could be hanging out with friends. You could be doing so many other things. And these are all things that, let's be honest, they are fun in the moment. Let's be honest, they're more entertaining than watching a video and learning something. And this is what most people prefer to do with their free time. So most people, they go through life, they work, 30 to 40 hours a week doing something that they absolutely hate doing. And then all their free time is just pretty much flushed down the drain just by, spending all that time doing things that, they feel good in the moment, but in the long term, they don't really benefit you in the long term. So when it comes to doing something like affiliate marketing, a lot of these same people, they hear about this type of stuff and they see all the benefits. I could work on my own terms. I could promote products. I don't have to deal with any inventory. I don't have to deal with any customer service. And I could just, get people to, an affiliate link, and then the product will just sell on its own. So a lot of people, they have that type of mindset where they think, okay, if I find a good enough product that, sells itself, then that's going to ultimately guarantee that I'm going to succeed right away. Well, this is just not the case, especially nowadays with the amount of competition that you have out there. So the number one most important thing is you have to have a very long-term mindset. If you cannot stick with something long-term, then I don't recommend getting started in the first place. So having a long-term mindset is tip number 1. Let's move on to tip number 2, which is, why isn't this thing loading up here? You have to be willing to invest in your skills and tools. So this is another big one. Number 1 is people don't have the long-term mindset to, of course, invest, the time into the business. But number 2 is most people are not willing to actually invest in themselves. Now, here's the thing. It is possible to start affiliate marketing for free. It is possible to make sales with affiliate marketing for free. It's possible to go to a site like clickbank.com and get an affiliate link. You could promote it anywhere you want online, and it's possible to actually get someone to want to buy that product. But here's the thing. Very few people are ever able to do that just by going to ClickBank alone or any marketplace, just posting a link out there and getting a sale right then and there. I mean, that is extremely rare. You have to have massive luck to be able to get sales that quickly. So it really comes down to, if you are just getting started, if you're completely brand new, you have to be willing to invest in the right trainings, in good quality mentorship that will actually, take you from where you are right now to where you want to be in the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2 years. just like how I mentioned with number one, you have to have a long-term mindset. Well, with this, you have to be willing to invest in the right trainings. You have to be willing to invest in, the right tools, like, for example, you need to, of course, have an email autoresponder. So you could, of course, follow up with people, down the road, on a consistent basis. You have to be willing to, create sales funnels that, because this is how you sell products much easier. You capture people's email addresses first, and then you could follow up with them later on down the road. So without these tools, it's very difficult to get long-term results because, you're kind of depending on, just an affiliate link, and you're just kind of depending on someone's pre-built system to do all the selling for you. So when you're depending on this, it's very difficult to actually succeed long-term because, there's so much competition out there. There's so many other people trying to do the exact same thing. There's so many other people trying to spam that same exact affiliate link that you have as well. So that's kind of why you have to be willing to invest in the right trainings and the right, tools in order to really get the long-term results. So that's, reason number, or my second tip there. And let's go over to tip number 3, which is you have to be willing to focus on providing value rather than trying to make money. So a lot of people, when they are getting into affiliate marketing or any sort of online business, a lot of people, they are, let's just face it, most people are just not ready to start any sort of online business, affiliate marketing, anything like that. Most people, they're kind of desperate. That's the word that I want to, of course, can think of pretty much right off the bat. A lot of people are desperate to get in the money right then and there, and if that is currently you watching this, if you are in a position where you need to, make sales right now, you need to generate money, yesterday, you need, money like right up front, then I probably would not recommend starting an affiliate marketing business. I would highly recommend sticking with a regular job and just work that for now. Remember, everything is temporary. And while this may not be right for you at this moment, there's always, time later down the road to, of course, get started later on. So, right now may not be the best time, but as long as you're willing to, of course, build up the, of course, focus on building up, money, consistent money from your current job, then you could focus on building an affiliate marketing business on the side. And the benefit with it is that you could, of course, learn as you go along. So you could be working a regular job and then you could be focusing on building your online business. So number 3 is you got to be focusing more on providing value rather than trying to make money. So a lot of people, what they do is they get their affiliate link, they go to a site like ClickBank, they pick a random product that they feel will convert well, and then they go on, Facebook groups, they start spamming their links all over the place. They go to solo ad marketplaces, they buy a bunch of clicks, and they just send it straight to the affiliate link. Well, here's the thing. It's very difficult to convert someone into a buyer when you are just doing that because, you aren't providing any sort of value up front. You're just kind of depending on other people to do all the work for you. You can't expect to, buy into something and, just start making money right up front. So you have to be willing to actually learn the right skill sets and focus on becoming a problem solver. You got to be focusing more on actually helping people, solve the actual problems that they're facing. And one thing that I would actually recommend doing is focus on creating content. Or either that or start connecting with people on Facebook. If you are, wanting to use Facebook as a traffic source, you could start connecting with people on Facebook. Currently right now as I'm speaking, there's half the world's population is probably on Facebook right now as you're watching this. And that is billions of people that you could, of course, connect with literally just from your smartphone. You could literally go on your phone. You could search different Facebook groups. You can connect with people one-on-one. You could focus on building up connections. Either that, or you could focus on creating content. You could, create a website. You could set up, a blog. You could do YouTube videos. You could put out video content. There's so many things that you could do to, of course, share valuable information that people are looking for. And a lot of this stuff is very little to no money to get started. You don't have to pay anything to start up a YouTube channel. You don't, it's completely free to set up a Facebook account. And these are tools that can help you make, they could, really help you grow your business, very quickly if you can learn to use them the right way. So you want to focus on providing value rather than just trying to make money. And the way you do this is just by sharing valuable information that people are looking for before you ever ask them to enter their email or buy a product from you. The worst thing you could do is just ask for the sale right away. It's kind of like if I went up to a stranger, some girl on the beach, some really cute girl, and I just asked her out on a date right away. Chances are she would probably, reject me. She would splash water in my face, or she would, slap me or something like that. I don't know. Something like that is what she would likely do. But yeah, you want to focus on providing value before ever asking for the sale. So that's number 3. As for tip number 4 is promote high ticket / monthly recurring offers. Now, if you want to become profitable in your affiliate marketing business, I would highly recommend doing high ticket affiliate marketing, or either that, or you could do you could promote products that pay out on a monthly recurring basis. So someone, subscribes to something and then you get a commission of that, every single month. So commission rates are obviously not as big because you're getting paid, part of half of $49 or, maybe like a $5 commission every month from some source. But the benefit with this is that it takes less effort long-term to, make money with high ticket than it does with, low ticket offers. So if you're promoting products on Amazon Associates, well, yeah, Amazon's a great marketplace. I mean, there's tons of things you could promote on there, but the problem is, a lot of the products, they pay out, 10% max, which really, when you think about it, is really not that much. So if you're going to be focusing all this time and energy into building an entire business around this concept, you might as well focus on a niche that is in rather high demand. People are, of course, looking up, they're always looking for solutions in that niche, and you want to find products in that niche that are, that have a good earning potential. And you also want to make sure that they are products that you truly believe in yourself, products that you actually use, and ones that you feel proud to actually promote as an affiliate. There's nothing worse than, someone's just trying to sell something just for the sake of making money. I've seen plenty of offers like that over the last few years, and there's even probably one or two that I've gotten involved in the past. And if I can go back in time, I probably would not align with those products anymore. So my number 1 recommendation is you want to find high ticket programs that, they pay out, big commissions, and also something that at the same time you feel comfortable actually recommending to other people. And one other thing that I would, that I'd like to share actually is anytime that you are promoting a product, especially if it's something that is rather high ticket, always think about this. Anyone that you introduce that product to, anytime you create a video review on that product, think about your parents on the other end of that transaction. Think about them if they were to see your video and if they decided to buy that product from you. Would you feel good actually selling it to your own family members? If the answer to that is no, I would probably not recommend getting involved with that. So that is reason number 4. Or tip number 4, rather. I keep saying reason. And then as for tip number 5 is you want to have a free strategy to use. So, the problem with, since affiliate marketing is, of course, getting a lot more competitive, it's getting a lot harder to, of course, become profitable with, paid advertising, especially with Facebook ads. I know Facebook ads is really, price of that is really going up over the last few years. I think from what I hear, it's like 400 times more. It costs 400 times more to get a lead on Facebook than it was 2 to 3 years ago, which is quite crazy to think about that. So my personal recommendation is that I feel the safest way to really go about this long term is if you want to really become profitable in affiliate marketing, I would highly recommend having a free strategy. That doesn't mean, ignore paid traffic altogether, because there are a lot of great paid traffic sources out there, that you could, of course, leverage. And, a lot of them, of course, if you could learn to use them well, then they can get you results rather quickly. But the problem with that is that paid traffic is generally lower quality than organic traffic. Because with free organic traffic, like, for example, starting a YouTube channel, think about this for a minute. you put up a video on YouTube and someone searches up something very specific. They find your video, and you're of course talking about what they have of course looked up. You're giving the information that they're looking for, and at the end you recommend your product in the description that they could of course check out. And then once they check that out, then by the time they see the offer that you're recommending, they're that much more qualified to, being interested than the average person who just, buys solo ads and, just sends a bunch of random clicks. These people, oftentimes have a get-rich-quick mindset. People who are on these email lists and all that type of stuff, and they're being bombarded with all these different offers. So highly recommend having a free strategy, and preferably I would go with starting a YouTube channel, or you could do a website. That's one other thing you could do as well. But I would say preferably a YouTube channel, because for one, videos is really the future. If people see you on video, they connect with you much better than the average person who just kind of hides behind their computer screen. And it's really just, in general, video is the fastest way to build up credibility with your audience. And that's really the number one most important thing if you are trying to sell anything online, is people need to trust who you are. They need to actually trust you as an affiliate before they actually buy anything from you. If they don't trust you, then they're never going to buy from you. So having a YouTube channel, putting out videos, sharing valuable information is really the best way to get started. And YouTube is one of the most powerful traffic sources. And again, YouTube is completely free to start. Doesn't cost anything. Of course, you could invest in things later on down the road. Like, I have a microphone, a Blue Yeti mic that I use, so that I feel makes the audio a lot better. And then I have this screen recording software that I use to, of course, record my computer screen and navigate through different websites and give information that way. So these are two tools that I use with my YouTube channel. And I also recently started hiring a like a thumbnail creator. I have someone create thumbnails for me, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, having a free strategy like YouTube, like an organic traffic strategy where you're focusing more on it, like a long-term type of thing. It doesn't necessarily get you results right away up front, because you have to, of course, build up an audience. But as long as you're willing to do that and you're willing to just stick with it long-term, eventually that traffic that you get on, from YouTube on a regular basis is going to be far more of quality than any other paid traffic source that you could use in the long term. So that's why I recommend starting a YouTube channel. And also think of it like this: every video you upload is like a salesperson working for you 24/7. You upload it once, you do the work one time, you get the video up there, and then once it's up there, as long as people are, of course, searching it up, they find your video, then that video can pretty much make you sales for the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years. It could even be like the next 10 years or something like that, depending on how long your video is up, and depending on if people can, of course, find your video. It could be some of the most powerful traffic that you can get in the long term for your business. So having a YouTube channel, or any free strategy for that matter, is really what I recommend going for if you want to actually become profitable and really ensure that, almost guarantee that you actually can get the long-term results, get the long-term sales. Then I definitely recommend having a free traffic strategy. So those are my top 5 tips that I want to go over in this video, and I hope you found value in this video. If you did, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you get value out of these 5 tips? Really let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this a thumbs up, because it really does help the channel. But if you would like to learn more about how to do affiliate marketing, and you really want to do this long term, you really want to create a passive income through this entire concept of affiliate marketing, then my #1 link down in the description will give you access to my free training, and that will go much more into depth about how to do affiliate marketing long term. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and take care.